Hey there! Today we are going to be making slime! I know you are so excited to see how I make it. Now, I will tell you, I learned this recipe from my daughter. She's 13 now, but golly, we've been making slime for a long time. And I will say she is quite the expert, much better than myself. But I have pretty much perfected it. We actually even do slime at our birthday parties in the studio. So you can have a slime party. But let's go over ingredients. I am using just good old Elmer's school glue. I will say the Amazon Basics glue works just fine as well. But right now it's actually cheaper to buy the Elmer's, which is weird. Just some good old shaving cream. I just buy the cheap stuff, and because we are making fluffy slime. And some lotion. You could put good smelling lotion in, like maybe some Bath and Body Works. It doesn't take much, so you're not really wasting. I prefer the BioTrue contact solution. We have learned, Ava and I have, from trying out different contact solutions, that they don't all work. And this is the activator, so we need it to work, right? So this one works really well. I do get that on Amazon as well. I was getting it at Sam's, but they haven't been carrying it. I don't know why. And then if you want, just for fun, you can put any kind of add-ins. I've got some sequins, and I'm going to try some black glitter. I will say glitter does not show up as well in fluffy slime, but it is noticeable. And I'm using some gel food dye. The gel food dye works incredible for colors, but it will stain my hands. So I'm going to have some dark blue hands at the end of this activity. I've got a bowl. At the studio, we just use cheapo plastic bowls, and then I like to buy these giant tongue depressors, popsicle sticks, whatever you want to call it, because then I don't have to clean silverware. We just toss it in the trash. And you need a 4th cup. All right? So gather all your ingredients and grab your kiddos, because they're going to love this one, and come back and join me. You're also going to need a teaspoon and some baking soda. And what I've learned over watching some videos, because I've always tried to figure out the science behind slime, is that baking soda is what helps make your slime stretchy. Okay, so I am going to fill my 1/4 cup up to the top. And then you use the big old popsicle stick, scrape it all out, just like you would use a spatula, right? Okay, keep the 1/4 measuring cup, because we will need it for the shaving cream. And then I am going to put I'm not going to quite fill the teaspoon up. I know I probably should have grabbed my 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to put just about 1/2 of a teaspoon in there and kind of sprinkle it all over. And we have to mix it up really good. No lumps, clumps, bumps, none of that. So we can mix this up really good. I like the fluffy slime recipe just because I feel like it comes together easier, but the clear slime recipe is super cool. So I will have to do that one too. Now, one thing I've learned about shaving cream is you have to shake it up really good. One of my kiddos at the studio told me once that they didn't realize this was shaving cream, and they squirted it in their mouth like they would do with the Cool Whip. I think they were joking me. I hope they were joking me. But anyway, shake it up good and don't squirt it in your mouth. Okay, we are going to fill up our measuring cup. Now, one thing is, A, shake it up good. B, sometimes when you turn the shaving cream upside down, it will kind of it'll shoot out some air, or the shaving cream might be runny, and then you don't have fluffy slime. So we keep our measuring cup vertical, and we do little squirts all the way around, just like this. And then I kind of overfill it just a little bit, because sometimes it doesn't all get in the middle. So if we overfill it, then we know we're good. Now, some fluffy slime recipes that I've noticed actually put a lot of shaving cream in, but I try to do equal parts glue with equal parts shaving cream. And that's just how my daughter taught me to do it. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, So, whoop. This always happens to me and this easel. Every video. Okay, we're gonna shake it up good. By the way, if you like the camping video, you'll have to go back and watch that one on Facebook. Okay, so I am mixing this up really good, scraping the sides, just like this. Okay, and we're gonna try this dark blue. I don't think Ava and I have used this at all because it feels pretty full. Now, here's a rule that I have at the studio. We don't use this type of gel. We use the gel that's in the little 𝗀𝗍𝗄𝗱 tubes that comes out because there's food dye and there's food dye gel. That's both in the 𝗀𝗍𝗄𝗱 tubes, but I'm going to use this kind. And but at the studio, if you're using the, or at home, if you're using the pinch type, whether it be gel or liquid, I limit the kids to 5 drops. A, if they go more than 5 drops, they're going to be really stained hands. And B, I learned the hard way that if you do too many drops of food dye, it messes with the chemistry of the slime. So we talked about how baking soda makes our slime stretchy, but if we put too much food dye in, it doesn't allow the slime, the chemical bonds, the polymers that are in the glue to be able to bond together. So I would stick to 5 drops or less. And it's a great opportunity to talk about, I think that's a biggie here. It's a great opportunity to talk about color mixing too. And about how if we mix certain colors, maybe go one more because these are probably a little bigger than a normal drop would be. But if we mix complementary colors, we're going to wind up with brown. So I always pause at this time and talk about how yellow and purple are complementary colors. Don't mix them together in your slime. Orange and blue are complementary colors. Don't mix those together in your slime. And red and green are complementary colors, but don't mix those together in your slime. They look great side by side. That's why they're called complementary colors, but not so great when you mix them up in the slime. And sometimes they kind of make like a brown, okay? But you can always mix like a primary and a secondary, which makes a tertiary. For example, primary blue mixed with secondary green is going to make tertiary, like teal or turquoise or blue-green, whatever you want to call it. So it's always fine to mix together primaries together or a primary and a secondary. You just have to be careful which primaries and secondaries you mix together. Next time I'll have a chart to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to mix this up really good. Oh, that's a pretty blue. Okay. So I am mixing this. Now, one thing that I always try to do is scrape the sides because a lot of that glue will like to stick to the sides. So I scrape the sides. And just like when you're baking, how you scrape the bottom and you fold it, like flip it over the top, that's called folding, like when you fold the blueberries in. Same concept. If you will scrape the bottom and flip it over, if it's mixed, it's all the same color. If it's not completely mixed, it'll be lighter, okay? So that is a beautiful color. Now, before we activate, so we have glue, we have baking soda, we have shaving cream. I'm gonna put a couple of pumps of lotion. Like I was saying earlier, it's even fun to put like a Bath & Body Works lotion in if you want to, just to give it a nice smell. It's just a few pumps, so it's not like we're really wasting. Or you could put some essential oils in there. I like to do that because then it gives your slime a fun smell. So we're gonna mix this up again really well. Circle, back and forth, fold it. Scrape the sides again. Oop, I totally got my thumb in it. That's okay though. Okay, and here's a fun little fact. We talked about how the polymers will bond together when we add the activator, and that's what makes the slime. Well, to get the polymers to deactivate, use vinegar. So if your kids get this in something it doesn't belong in, like we had slime camp last week at camp at Artsy Rose, and every day somebody got slime on themselves. Every day. But I keep vinegar up at the studio for multiple reasons, but you put some vinegar on the clothes, or maybe it's a tablecloth. I've tried it on carpet at the studio and it does work. It's just whether you want to use it on your carpet at home or not. But you just put vinegar on there. You use a good scrubby brush. I have a little miniature nail like scrubby brush, and so I use that because it has real stiff bristles, or an old toothbrush comes right out. So that's the trick, vinegar. Okay, before I activate, I'm gonna put some fun sequins in there and some glitter. Sometimes it's easier to do it before you activate. Ooh, that is a lot of glitter, because then it really gets mixed in. So look at that funness. Confetti, or not confetti, sequins and glitter. So I'm going to mix this up as well. Mix, mix, mix. And like I said, the glitter is not always the easiest to see. And apparently, the sequins is not as easy to see either. But when we activate it, it should be a little bit more obvious. Okay, so I'm scraping the sides. Now, here is what I have learned. Okay, this is 1/2 tablespoon. We're gonna start with a tablespoon of contact solution. Remember, I like to use the 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆. Not getting paid for that. I'm just telling you point blank, it is the best one to make slime with, I think. If you have other ones that you really like to make slime with, leave me some comments, okay? But I use this, and so I am going to, because this is only 1/2 tablespoon, I'm gonna fill it up halfway, and I'm not gonna put all of it in to start. So I put about 1/2 of it in. Let's see if I can set this down without spilling it. Maybe. There we go. I tell the kids this is like liquid gold because contact solution is so expensive. Mix this up really good. And then what's going to happen is it's going to start to pull away and look like that. Okay? So it looks kind of slimy, right? Then we're going to take this. We're going to pour the rest of it in. This time it's going to be really important to mix well, but also to start scraping the sides. We want it to pull away from the sides. Mix, 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 mix. There we go. Scrape, 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 scrape. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay! So when it does this, that's when we know it's time for fingers. No fingers until it does that. Then, little trick, because especially in the summertime, our hands are warmer. My hands are never hot, but our hands are warmer, and in the wintertime, sometimes they're really dry, our skin is. So one helpful hint that you can do is pump a little lotion on, rub it in real, real good, especially get in those cracks between your fingers, because that's where all our dry skin is, right? So we rub that in there real good. And another little trick, you can put a little squirt of contact solution on your fingertips. We only use our fingertips to start, okay? So I'm going to scrape this off of here, just like that. Now, I'm going to put just a little drizzle over the top, okay? And we are going to pinch and poke, and pinch and poke, and pinch and poke. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing from the side, pushing to the middle. Grab from the side, push to the middle. Grab from the side, push to the middle. Just like that, okay? So we keep, oh, listen to that sound. The kids love that. They say it's so satisfying. So we push these just like this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Once it forms into this nice ball, then we pull it and fold it, and pull it and fold it, and pull it and fold it. if your lotion tears, not lotion, excuse me, if your slime tears, that means that you have over activated it. And there's a couple of options you can do. You can put a little bit of glue in at a time and do just like I'm doing, like drizzle the glue across here, fold it, pull it, fold it, pull it, just like that. Or you can also put some pumps of lotion onto it, and that helps as well. So it's really up to you, but this slime feels incredible. And I wish I would have grabbed a straw. I did not, but I will say something really fun to do with your slime is to stretch it out like this. Say you have a bendy straw, right? Put the bendy end into the slime, fold it over, blow into the straw, and it is going to form this big bubble. When you fold it over though, you want to make sure that you push all your edges, seal them shut, push them all shut just like that, and then you can blow it, and it's so cool. It can actually make a really, really big bubble. So that, my friends, is how you make fluffy slime, and I will definitely have to do a clear slime recipe for you guys. So I will have the recipe posted below, and I would definitely love for some comments. If you guys have some helpful pointers, definitely shoot them my way. So thanks so much for tuning in. Please do all that awesome social media stuff, like, and share, and give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. And we'll see you again. I cannot wait to do some more art or crafts or slime with you. Have a good day.